Welcome to the Morning Mission Podcast. Opening new knowledge, broadening your mind. สวัสดีครับผมดร Harit และนี่คือ The Morning Mission Podcast เปิดความรู้ใหม่ขยายแนวความคิดของคุณ Welcome to the Morning Mission podcast that bring together different kind of knowledge to hopefully help you to improve yourself every day. This is a special episode today, and we're going to be talking about education, learning languages with Ajahn Paul. He's one of my good friends, so please welcome him. สวัสดีครับ Ajahn Paul. สวัสดีครับ Can you introduce yourself a little bit to our audience, please?
Yes, hi everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. My name's Paul, and I'm originally from the United Kingdom, from Manchester. And I've been working here in Conken at the university, at the International College, for a few years now, teaching English as a foreign language. So yeah, I think that's
Cool. So for the topic today, the future of how we learn language and new technology and challenges. So we're going to be discussing today about how we're going to be learning languages in the future, especially Thailand, what we're going to be expecting and how things are going to change. So we may begin with, you talking about how did you started, getting into teaching English and, etc. and coming to Thailand. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay, great. Well, technology and has advanced since I graduated from learning.
I'm not going to ask you how long ago.
It wasn't that long, but it is quite long now.
Yeah. Same as me. Yeah.
But when I was doing teacher training as English as a foreign language teacher, a lot of things were photocopying and cutting up and flashcards. And now things have advanced with smartphones
and everything else.
Everything,
computer, etc. So just go back a little bit of how did you actually get into teaching? I mean, you was it your lifelong kind of something that you wanted to do, or?
That's quite an interesting topic. It was actually Thailand that made me want to start to learn to teach. Originally, I went to university, Hull University, to study business and management.
Oh, cool.
And I went into banking with.
Banking?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. I was a project manager.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For Barclays Bank.
Oh, okay.
And
a big bank.
A very big bank. It was.
And then you wanted to travel or something, or?
Well, actually, what happened? The tsunami of 2004 happened, and we were collecting money to send over to Thailand, and I volunteered to come over.
Wow.
And assist in Khao Lak.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that got you into wanting to stay in Thailand and teaching, right?
Because one of my volunteering jobs was to do some teaching. Because the school was destroyed.
Right.
And we did like a temporary school. And that was the first time I taught, but obviously I wasn't a teacher.
Yeah.
And after my volunteering time, I went back to the UK and learned to be
pursue,
a teacher.
The degree, right? In teaching, right?
So my teaching qualification, my master degree, to become a qualified teacher.
Okay. So today we're going to be talking quite a few things like AI, VR, different apps, Google, Elon Musk, about the future of teaching. But right now I want to ask you about, learning English. Well, the student that come to learn English in Thailand, what do you think are the kind of environment or the key challenges at the moment, or has been for the last 5 or 6 years, more and more, right? I mean, people are interested in learning English, right?
Yeah, I mean, Thailand's quite unique because everyone has to learn some English throughout their school years, no matter what. And it's the same learning a foreign language, the motivation, and does the child or the student understand why they're learning it? And maybe they only realize when it's too late.
When they need to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you're at school, you might think, I don't need this. So
But I have to do it.
But you have to do it, yeah. Whereas later on, when you need it, it's more difficult to learn when you're older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you find Thai student?
Well, I've taught in a couple of different places, but I'm quite often fairly motivated. I have a range of classes. Some are compulsory, so it's a different type of motivation. Like they need to do it.
And the one that choose to do it.
Yeah, compared to someone that chooses. So it can be difficult.
Okay. So comparing to the students like 5-6 years ago or the student of today, where we know that we have things like YouTube, different like Facebook, you get a lot of media from foreign sources. Do you think that kind of affects how you teach or learn English in Thailand?
Yeah, I mean, we're always trying to make things relevant rather than just being in a course book that, as soon as a course book's printed, it's out of date.
Yeah, that's true.
And if it's trying to be up to date and modern, it will be even more out of date faster.
Oh yeah, because trend comes and go, right?
Like if you put a celebrity in a course book, by the time it's published,
they might not be famous anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And you put using things like YouTube and other apps like this are keeping us more up to date.
Yeah. And there are many apps and different tools now, right? Not only YouTube, but so many apps, right?
So many. And even I introduce different apps to my classes, and then how did I know about them? Quite often because the students recommended them to me.
Wow.
And it's brilliant.
Do you think it actually helps students to be more active in learning or make them more lazy?
It depends what type of app. There's one that I'm using myself at the moment because I keep trying to refresh my second language, which is German, because I've not used it for so many years.
Yeah.
And I'm using an app called Duolingo.
Yes.
And it's good because it keeps reminding me you haven't done it, and it updates me. But what is it really? Really, it's what we used to use years ago, flashcards.
Right. So it just change in form.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you're looking at the picture or you're looking at the word, and then you need to try and answer it later. So it's more interactive, more fun, I guess. And again, everything's in your smartphone, so you don't have to carry a bunch of...
From what I heard from students, Ajahn Paul is trying to be very up-to-date in different technique, right? In teaching. You got to keep them interested, right?
Definitely. Even within class time, trying to reduce people using their e-devices.
Get them to be more engaged.
Yeah, so there's some other apps that we've used, like Menti. Which is great because...
Online teaching, right?
Yeah, it's online teach. So if we set something up as a teacher before the class, and like say in the middle or the end of the class, they can answer a quick quiz. And they all get a little emoticon and get points for answering.
So interesting. Yeah.
And they love it.
Become more fun, right?
It's more fun, and it means now they're using their e-device for me, not for playing a game.
That's cool. Now, just want to jump into the new technology and new challenges, right? You said at the beginning you used to use all the paper slides and, just the basic thing. I think PowerPoint's pretty much out right now. Recently I heard an interview from Elon Musk. he set his own school for his kids, right? Called Astra. I think it means like to the star or something, right? He said that he's not actually teaching his kid second or third languages because he believed that in the future AI or computer will take over, like instant translation. Actually, Google is doing some kind of device that will go into your ears, and once you hear foreign languages, it will translate simultaneously to you. What do you think about that? Does that gonna kind of kill language learning in the future?
I love technology. I love advancement in technology, and what I've seen so far, and trying to bring it into my class and the way I learn as well. When it comes to things like this, I think it's a long time in the future before that's going to happen. Yeah. We've already got handheld devices that you can speak into, and it translates. But there's technical issues.
Takes time,
and language isn't something you can program and leave it. It needs to be updated.
That's true. A lot of slang, right?
Yeah. Language is alive.
Yeah, but another thing is, I feel like I grew up in the UK since I was young, right? There are so many phrases or slang that is not in the book, you know? Yeah. I believe language is very much cultured, learning experience.
Yeah.
And if you're not there, you kind of like, well, you can kind of speak it, but when you're there, especially I went to school in Newcastle, right? In Newcastle upon Tyne, as you know. Yeah. And the accent, what is it like?
It's difficult.
Right? I mean, even for you speak some Thai, but you're in Isan, right? Yeah. When you go to the market, like, this is not the same language, right?
No. Yeah. I luckily now I know that it's a different dialect. So, but at first I thought everything I'd learned was wrong, but... it's different.
Even yes or no, it's like it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think there's for AI, it's a long way away, and it would have to be continuously updated, and then as well, like the tone you use.
Yes.
How is that going to be picked up? Are you happy or sad or in a mood?
That's true.
Or being sarcastic?
That's true. AI gonna struggle.
Slang, like, are you gonna put that in? Yeah. And on a positive side or a bad side? Like, my cousin says, "Oh wow, that's sick, Paul." And for me, I had to think, what does that mean? Apparently, it means good. But would the AI say, like, you're not well?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And as well, it sounds awful, but class.
That's true,
What level are you speaking? Are you speaking high end, middle, or low?
Because the way you speak, the way you pronounce, or the sound of it, the mood and tone. Very difficult to get from AI.
I don't know how it... Yeah, so that's why I think it's going to be a long way away.
That's true.
And literal translation compared to...
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. It's still so much cooler to be able to, speak the language, with confidence,
But I think technology is improving our learning and getting better and making the teachers have to work harder to keep up to date.
Yeah.
So that's good, and can only be better and help maybe speed up the learning process.
Yeah.
And motivate those that aren't motivated.
That's true. Now, in terms of uni or school, what do you think they need to do, to catch up with the new technology or changes that need to be done for the future?
For the schools?
Yeah, for the school themselves. Because normally, schools are quite lag behind or quite slow in changing, right? Or are they changing quite quickly now?
Well, I mean, I've been looking and helping out with some of the new, what are they calling it now?
So new project,
new projects with the classrooms, interactive classrooms.
Yes. So get the student more involved.
So there's the technology that's put in there already for the students and for the teacher.
Smart boards, everything online, etc.
And it's live. You have cameras that track the teacher. So
is that a good thing?
Well, that and that can be the case. Like many teachers will be a bit too shy to be recorded live.
In China, they have like face recognition, right?
Yeah.
To take on the attendance and stuff. Yeah, that's clever. Yeah.
Yeah. So it might, but then I think that's a good thing because it will make teachers prepare fully for their class rather than just winging it.
That's true. That's true. That's good.
If there's live feed, coming from the room.
That's true.
Not that anyone does that, but
no, never. Doesn't happen. Yeah. Okay. So I think for today, really enjoy our conversation, and hopefully, you will join me in the English episode on other things. That sure our audience will love.
Again, thank you very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure, and I think we could talk for ages about these topics. And if anyone wants us to talk about anything else or any advice, please get in touch.
Yeah, sure. All right. So thanks very much, everyone, for today. And again, if you like the episode, please click like, subscribe, and then follow us or follow me again in future episodes. So I'll see you later. See you. Bye.